Welcome to Inside Raider Nation, live from Sharksburger, working through those technical difficulties, and Coach Mann tweeting out, I believe we're live on YouTube right now. We'll get the Facebook page up and going here as soon as our executive producer works his magic a little bit. But I'm Sonny Zapeta, host of Inside Raider Nation. Joining me again this week is our co-host, head coach Josh Mann.
What's happening, man?
Coach.
Doing all right?
Oh, it is another wonderful week to get ready. It's a short week,
yes,
and we're going to talk about that, but we're going to go back to what a birthday gift your team was able to provide. And not only did they get the win, but you got a little bath after the game. Is that right?
Yeah, they kept threatening me all week. Thank goodness Money Mace gave me a heads up and said, bring extra clothes. And I'm like, dang it.
Yeah.
And so Troy and Jalen were teasing me all week, and I said, I'm pretty fast. I might get away. And they caught me at the right moment. There was no dodging that. I don't think I can get away from Troy and Jalen anyways, to be honest.
And I think they got Judson a little bit in that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I saw that picture where
a little friendly fire.
Yeah, you know, it's just the way it happens. It's what happens when you're close to the coach. Yeah, he's like, it's a game of vision sometimes. But we want to maybe bring into the picture a little bit. Oh, it's this way.
Where everybody's settling, like you said, and that makes everybody even more dangerous. Because, Cedar Creek's down, they got one win. They get one more, they climb right back into the playoff mix. So that's important to them, number one. Number two, we're starting to run out of games. Yeah. I mean, we only got 4 left. And, you got a short week in the turn, you only have 3 left. I mean, that's only now for our seniors, that's only 3 Mondays practice. Since this Monday's over, they only have 3 Mondays left, guaranteed in the season to keep practicing. I mean, when you start getting it down to just those little things, it happens so fast. And they know that too.
Yeah.
And so as a senior playing your last year, and it's what we see each week. Plus, each week we're starting to see teams, either you're finding your footing or you're not. And I think Elgin was a good example of that last week. They had committed to going to number 3 at quarterback, where they had rotated some prior to that game, and came in and said he's going to be the starter now full time, which obviously, sophomore kid, he's going to be good. And he did some things at times, and you could see them getting more familiar with their footing. And I think we're going to see the same. Cedar Creek's kind of been in a back-and-forth battle with quarterbacks. I think they last week settled into a quarterback, and you can see the efficiency of the way they're playing from week 1 to now is cleaner, it's better. And that's also true when you're playing new coaching staffs.
Right.
They're just now starting to get into their playbook and implementing their things where, we're blessed. We didn't have any changes for the most part. We just got to add to it. And, we're running on higher center. We're starting to see that. And so each week, each opponent's bringing out new stuff, which – is exciting too. So it makes you definitely got to come to work, and short week we got to go do a lot of good things.
Yeah, so it's a short week. We get to look forward to it. Obviously, it's just fast-paced for you guys as a coaching staff, and the players, they enjoy it because it's one less day that they have to practice, or and they can look forward to that. But something that we look forward to, Coach, each and every week is being able to thank our sponsors. Yeah. And all the sponsors who bring Inside Raider Nation as well as Rouse Raider football this season. We appreciate them. The Crossover, Smile Doctors, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, Chaparral Ice Center, Jamie Armstrong with eXp Realty, Texas Medicare Advisors, and our wonderful folks at Covert Cadillac. And then
Texas Regional Bank, Lacombe Chiropractic and Massage Center, Rock Springs, Yard Bash, One Touch Paint, Serenity Pools, of course, here tonight at Sharkburger, and also the Grove.
All those wonderful sponsors, and we thank Dino, the owner of Sharksburger, here for hosting Inside Raider Nation as season number 7. Coach, it's been a while. It's been a minute, I guess, as kids would say, right?
Yes, sir.
It's been a minute. All right, so I don't know if we've able to get those highlights pulled up, Cody. No? Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that, because we look at the stats, and just like he planned it, I think 253 rushing, 253 passing, very balanced. Don't give the other opponents anything to look at or any tendencies. That's the way you guys wanted it to be. One of the things that I think to highlight for me, and I know it is for you, Coach, because of your relationship with this group of seniors, is seeing E.J. Moore come back onto the field and run as hard as he did. It almost like he hadn't missed a beat, and this was his first game back.
Yeah. Well, he got a few touches last week against Conley in the second half, so it was kind of what I felt like his first real game back, where we weren't going to necessarily kind of had him on a play count, still are a little bit because he's still getting into the season. Plus, you got to, with what Justin Cannon and Marcus Waldman have also done, they don't deserve any less reps.
Right.
And so balancing that out, you can see we still added some deals where maybe last year we would have just lined up and heavily ran the ball like we had to against Glenn and some other teams last year, where we could still get Troy, Jalen, and Corey into their touches. But even bigger was the running game. I was real happy to see that up front with the O-line, moving people up front, because we had to re-identify the front because it was a little different. We kind of worked the stack, thought that was what we got. It was a little bit of a broken stack at times, and so for them to figure out that Justin, I think, was right at 92 yards. I think EJ was like 125, and even then you could still see him still fitting, but it finally saw that breakout where, we had trouble at times getting to 34. They were doing some stuff up front that was frustrating, but we also think our back can beat that guy too, and he did. He kind of shoved him finally aside, took off, got vertical, and then, like you said, punched it in. But him getting in there, I think Justin had 2 on the night, I believe, 1 rushing, 1 catching, and then obviously Jalen had 2. Troy had the 1 great catch. I mean, it was a spread out. Corey ended up almost leading the receivers in receptions. So I mean, again, when you're balanced as much as we are on that now, we got to keep it going. We got to keep working in our wrinkles that we're adding. I think you saw a couple of those with some new formations, new little counter plays and stuff. So we're just keep building into that cycle. But hats off to them to try to give it. Which I'm glad we got to see that look now versus kind of caught us off guard late last year. So we kind of already got that in the season. Yeah, Elgin was not small. I mean, you can tell that they've just, I think, struggled a little bit being in the weight room as much as they would want to due to the pandemic and stuff. But yeah, we were in there and we did some really great things. Ben, Nick, Joseph Castaneda, Ely, O'Reilly, Nico, and then even Manette and Tisdale as the game goes on. We got a good. We're healthy there, getting a lot. Nick has brought another. Just brought some energy to that group that's helped solidify it. But like you said, it sets up, and you're starting to see Dash. He's starting to play healthier. Yeah. We're getting back to the contact that we thought we would get out of him consistently. Zach's been just really great all year. There's a couple times early in the year their angles were getting a little long, maybe just slightly overrun the gap, and now they're really getting to fit the gap. They're trusting where the D-line's going to be, so there's some big moments that happen there. And you hit the nail on the head, and then when you insert DeLeon into the run game from the safety standpoint, he's not going to miss many. Gets down there. I was really happy with Logan Yates coming in and replacing Ashton Davis, who we lost, and the frustrating part on that and how hard that breaks our hearts. But happy for Yates too, because Yates was kind of in a similar situation last year and didn't get as much. But he's growing each week, and then we're starting to get some